Just text, I know it's a toss. Oh, but I hate the fact that we lost touch. Ayy, the Uber pulling up on call. Tell me, is you trying to fall through?
Jag minns ju den tid du gav mig life billar, yo. Nu vill jag kunna ge tillbaka allt jag inte kunnat ge förut. Det finns ingen annan där som kan stå här by my side, oh why. Sättet du rör på det får mig att dö för dig, baby. För de här yardis, de vill ju bara dra ner oss. Men du är fett och vanlig. Och det jag lägger all min tid och jag vill ha dig. Du får mig känna safety. Det kan nog leda, baby. Och jag kommer aldrig ändra mig. Aldrig kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Aldrig kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Varje gång jag bak på dig, jag tänker åh vilket kap jag har gjort. Jag skulle gå tillbaks i tid, göra om allt igen och förstå.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Claudia. Welcome. I'm hoping you're here to stay. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free, so you can become a part of the family. And if you are a returnee, a subby honey, then thank you so much for stopping back by. So as you guys can tell by the title, today we have a one branded makeup review. I am going to be showing you guys how I created this beautiful look right here. I believe this is one of the prettiest looks that I've created for this year, and I'm very much excited to get into it and show you guys the products that I'll be using today. The brand that we will be reviewing today is called Primark Beauty. Primark Beauty is unfortunately not available in South Africa, but I did pick up a few products on the way back from Spain, and I am going to be showing you guys what the products are and how each product performs. Everything that I'll be using in today's video will be in the description box for you guys to check it out. So if you would like to see what products I used and how I got to this end result, then do keep on watching. Hey guys, so I'm starting off with a cleaned wash and moisturized face. Don't mind this yellow head pimple. I just popped it, but it's still very much active. But anyway, I'm starting off with a clean washed face. I am going to start by moisturizing it with my Derma Opal moisturizing sunscreen. This is a must. It is a standard procedure. And I am gonna set my face with my Switch Beauty Superhero Spray. You guys know I am absolutely obsessed with Switch Beauty's sprays. So the products that we will be reviewing today is from Primark Beauty. Primark Beauty is unfortunately not available in South Africa, nor do they have an online store for you to purchase any of their products. But I got this stuff whilst I was on holiday in Spain. So I tried picking up stuff for a full face. The other stuff that I couldn't get or that they didn't have in stock is like the contour powders, the blush, and which I will be using from other brands, but I'll have everything that I'll be using today in the description box for you guys to check it out. If you're going to be recreating this look, you can use whatever eyeshadow palette from a different brand you have, as long as you just try and match the shades that I'll be using today. And I'm only going to use 3 shades, so I'm going to show you guys all the products that I'll be using today. But let's start off by color correcting my face. As you guys can see, I have a lot of hyperpigmentation. I'm going to use my LA Gold Pro Concealer in the shade Orange Corrector to color correct my dark spots. Just gonna damp my beauty sponge and then blend this in. Now that I'm done color correcting as much as I could, I am going to start out with my brows, and I'm going to use the not to be glued edge and brow gel just to lay my brows in place before I outline them. Just like that, and this is gonna dry clear. Now that the gel is dried up, I'm gonna use the darker eyeliner pencil, and I'm just gonna outline my brows and fill them in. They look very thick, but we're gonna fix that. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up underneath the brows and on top of the brows, and for that I am gonna use my concealer. However, the concealer that I got from Primark Beauty is a concealer stick, so that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna use my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer, and this is in the shade Golden Honey. I love the yellow undertone of this concealer. And then I'm gonna use a little bit of my foundation from Primark Beauty to mix the two together so that it can give me the perfect shade. And as you guys can see, I dragged the concealer down to my eyelid so it can act as an eyeshadow primer. And now to avoid that from creasing, I'm going to set it with my powder from Primark Beauty. Now that my lids are set, I'm going to jump straight into the palette, and I'm going to start off by using the light brown shade right there. It is called Escape, and it is going to act as my transitioning shade. I'm going to place it in my crease and then blend it upwards and all over the lid. Next, I'm gonna go into the dark brown shade right here. I'm gonna place that into the crease and in the outer corner, and I'm gonna try and be as light as possible because it is giving very much black and not brown necessarily. I know it looks a little bit messy, but give it time, give it a chance. I am gonna blend. The key to this is blending, and you guys are gonna see it come together. And I'm gonna go back into the transitioning shade and just place it up there to diffuse the dark brown shade again. I'm going into my third shade and I'm gonna apply that on my lid, and you can also use your finger, as you guys can see. The payoff is very nice, and I'm gonna use my flat brush. If I actually knew that it was going to be more like a fallout glittery shade, I was going to apply a little bit of my concealer first and then apply this so it can stick onto the concealer. You know what, I'm going to use a little bit of the concealer because the shimmer is not completely the shimmer is not coming on as I want it to. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit of the concealer like that and then distribute it onto the lid, even though I already applied the shimmer shade just a little bit. Now I'm going back into that shimmer. You guys see that already? I decided to cut my crease with the concealer because the shade is not coming off on the lid as I want it to. Now I applied this concealer right on top of the little bit of shimmer that I had on, which is something I would not recommend. Definitely go ahead and remove your product before you go on and pack some concealer on. But I've got 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes for load shedding to happen, so a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pack it on right now like that. Oh, much better, so much better. I got you guys zoomed in. It is looking very messy, but hopefully when I am done with my whole face, it is gonna come together. I'm gonna go in with this liquid liner from Glam, and I'm just gonna draw on a wing. Okay, so I'm done drawing on my wing. I'm not so crazy about the eyeshadow, especially not the shimmer shade. It is giving very much cracky, and that is because I put it on whilst my concealer was still very wet. So yeah, so you don't do that. Wait for the concealer to dry. I'm just gonna clean up my face because there's some fallout from the palette, and then I'm gonna color correct on this area again. Now that we are done with the eyes, let's move on to the face. So I'm very excited to use this foundation from Primark Beauty. It is the PS My Perfect Color Matte Foundation. It has a natural medium coverage, a matte finish, and it's oil free. So it has medium coverage, and that's why I color corrected my face before applying the foundation, because if you know me, I love a full coverage. I love full coverage. I love my full glam makeup. So I'm just gonna pump a bit on the back of my hand, and then I'll use this brush to distribute it. Do you guys even see? It's the perfect shade. Do you guys already see? This is my perfect shade. This is so bomb. The consistency is amazing. It is so creamy, and it doesn't have a weird smell at all. This is so good. And then I'm gonna use my foundation brush, and I'm just gonna blend this in. Can we just take a minute and sit back and digest this foundation, you guys? You can't tell me nothing. This is the perfect shade. The formula is amazing. It blends out like a dream, and it gives me very skin-like finish. Do you guys even see that? This is so beautiful. I love this. And I literally just did one layer. That shows that the foundation is actually buildable. It is a medium coverage foundation, but if you build it up, you go like 2 layers. Say this is the first layer and you want another, and you go in with another layer, it is gonna give you the perfect full coverage that you want. Ah, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. This might just become my go-to foundation for like everyday soft glams. It dries matte, but you guys still see the glow. Ah, I'm obsessed. Let me blend out the other side. And it is so lightweight. It is not giving you like a second skin vibe. I don't feel like I'm wearing anything on my face. Primark, you did something, girl. Okay, so now that we are done with the foundation, I'm gonna go into the concealer. This is the PS My Perfect Color Concealer Stick. It is medium buildable, coverage, and a natural finish. So, it is so creamy. I'm just gonna wet my beauty blender again, and I'm gonna blend this in, and I'm gonna try and be as light as possible so I don't remove a lot of the product. Oh, you guys, this blended out so well. It blended like a dream, okay? It's so creamy and it heats up on the skin, which makes it so much buttery. I love it. I actually love it. Next, I'm gonna go in with contour. Now, I didn't get any contour product from Primark Beauty. I'm gonna use my all-time fave, this one right here. You guys know already. You can see how she's looking. And I'm just gonna contour my face. I love this contour powder. It brings back the warmth to my face. If it feels like the concealer whitened the face too much, this just brings all that warmness back. Don't forget to get the double chin, okay? Let's get the nose. Snatch her. Give me a little bit of a button nose. I don't know if this actually works, but I do think it does. Do you guys see? My nose looks very sharp. And I'm gonna give myself a button nose. the magic of makeup. So now that I'm done highlighting and contouring my face, I'm gonna set all the parts that I applied the concealer on with this loose mineral powder from Primark Beauty. I'm gonna use my beauty blender and just blow that off and set right under my eyes. Now I'm just gonna dust this off. Just using my contour brush again to get rid of this demarcation. As you guys can see, it is very prominent. And now I'm gonna jump into my favorite step of the entire makeup process, which I'm sure you guys can guess already. It is blush. I love me some good old blush. If you are a woman of color and you haven't gotten onto the trend of wearing blush, baby, what are you waiting for? Because you're missing out. I'm gonna use this old blush palette from Beauty Treats. As you guys can see, it has had a rough time. I'm gonna mix these two shades, orange and berry, together and just apply that and get it all the way up. At this point, I don't believe in a makeup look without blush. I do not. Need I say more? But yeah, I don't want to go overboard. You guys know me and blush. I can go overboard, so let me just stop right there. Let's get into lining my waterline. I'm actually gonna attempt and use this dark brown that I used for my brows to line my waterline and see if it's gonna show up. And now let's get into mascara. I also don't have one from Primark Beauty, so I'm gonna use this from Scarlet Heel, and I'm just gonna lift my lashes just a little bit. I always mess up the bottom lash, and I'm gonna try and be as careful as possible. So the thing about my lashes is that they are very, very curly, and it's very hard to actually see them. I saw this trick where girlies actually apply mascara to their bottom lashes and then they use a tweezer to tweeze it together, like 3 or 4 strands together. I'm gonna attempt that. I hope I don't mess up. Oh, there we go. I don't know if this is even working at this point. I feel like my eyes just look so messy, my waterline. Hopefully next time I'll be able to do it properly. But yeah, I was actually supposed to apply a little bit of shadow underneath my eyes before applying the mascara. So let me see if I can do that without messing everything up. So now I'm gonna set my face using the same setting spray from Sueded Beauty. Then I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my lashes. The lashes are from Lash by Cloudy. If you don't already know, I'll have the link to the page in the description box. So I'm gonna pop on this ones. I actually love this style so much. Let me pop on my lashes off camera and then we can move on to the lippies. It actually felt like forever, but I'm done applying my falsies. I know when I give you guys close-ups, you're gonna see all the mistakes I made with the falsies, but just know it's one of those days. There are days when the liner is not lining and then the lashes are lashing, and then vice versa. So today is one of the days where both of them just don't want to come together. So we're gonna move on to the lips. I'm gonna line my lips using the same dark brown liner. I feel like this is the perfect brown shade I could ever get my hands on, and I've been misusing it, as you guys can see. And then I'm gonna go in with this lippy. This is the Powder Luxe Intense Pigment Weightless Powder Matte Finish Lippy, and it is in the shade Beige. It does state that the lippy dries matte, but it is giving very glossy. So we're gonna see how that works, but you guys know me and nude lipsticks, we go hand in hand, okay? Do you guys see the pigment? Do you guys see the pigment? You guys see it's giving very glossy, so I'm very interested to see. Primark Beauty, come through for the girlies. The buttery feel, you guys, oh my word. And I'm gonna go over my lip with the light brown to diffuse it. Just gonna clean up around the lips. So I'm done with my lips and I'm absolutely in love with this liner and this lipstick. Now it does state that it is matte, but it is not. I tried to blow it to dry up a little bit, but it stays glossy. I'm not completely matte at all because I still love that extra glow it gives, and the pigment payoff is amazing. Is amazing. I'll get back to you guys with the final look and my final review of all the products from Primark Beauty. And this, you guys, is the final look that I ended up with. I do have a little bit of a mess right here under my eye, but I'm not even gonna bother with that right now because I know I'm gonna mess it all up. So try to see past it. But yeah, this is the final look. I am very pleased with the end results. If I have to give my overall review of all the products, I'm gonna start with the eyeliner pencils. You guys know already, I'm obsessed with this. As you guys can see, I have been misusing this one, which I literally used as my brow pencil, my water liner, and my lip liner. That's how good this brown is, and I absolutely love them both. And then I'm gonna move on on to the eyeshadow palette. This is a very cute travel size eyeshadow palette. I love that it is so small. I just wish they had a little mirror here for on the go kind of looks, but the shades, as you guys can see, are very neutral. I am absolutely in love. I'm still a bit scared of this deep shade, which is giving very dark brown to black, but I think it would be very beautiful to create a smoky eye. I might just do that next time. So yeah, I'm also very excited to use this shade right here, and the gold is just beautiful. I used it for highlighter, and that is how you should invest in eyeshadow palettes that can be versatile, that you can use for blush, highlighter, your lids, and literally the dark brown as a lip liner. And yeah, absolutely love that it's also very travel size. Moving on to the foundation, I'm sure you guys could tell I'm absolutely obsessed. I am sold on this foundation. I'm one of those, when I find a good product, I literally stick to that, and it takes me so much to switch to a different product. As you guys know, my ultimate favorite foundation is the Glam foundation, but this might just half and half replace that foundation. I might start gravitating towards this one more. Absolutely love it. It's lightweight, it's breathable. I don't feel like my pores are clogged. I don't feel like I'm wearing anything on my skin at all. It literally feels like a second skin, if I can say that. So yeah, absolutely favorite. And then the concealer, a very creamy consistency. I would not say I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I do love a full coverage concealer because I gotta conceal the bags under the eyes. So yeah, but I would definitely say for a soft glam look or an everyday, just like a cover up, this would be good. You can also use your finger literally. That way it warms up the product even more and it becomes very buttery. For the loose powder, I also really like it. I would not say that I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I think I need to give it some more time. I need to use it more often, but I love that it has a yellow undertone. It is in the shade Toffee, so I feel like that is just the right shade for me personally. So yeah, and then for the lippies, you guys, need I say more? I've only used this one, and they did say that it has a powder matte finish, and now that I've had it on for quite some time, I can definitely say that is true. It does have a powdery matte finish, but also a tint bit of gloss. So I would say it's a semi matte finish, and I'm not completely matte about it because I do have like a total matte nude lippy from Essence. So this one being a little bit glossy, a little bit matte-ish, is that even a word? This one being a little bit glossy, a little bit matte, is absolutely perfect. I haven't tried out this gloss one, and I'm very much excited to try this out. So this is gonna be in our next look, hopefully. But yeah, you guys, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it and found it informative. I hope you also took a few tips here and there from today's tutorial. Everything that I used in today's video will be in the description box for you guys to check it out. I unfortunately won't have links to the product. Like I mentioned, Primark Beauty doesn't have an online store, so that is unfortunate, but all the other stuff that I used that's not from Primark Beauty, you guys will be able to get your hands on. So I will have that in the description box. I will also have the tutorial on how I created the hairdo in the description box for you guys to check it out. I did retwist the bun. One thing that I can tell you is that it would never look the same. Every single time you're gonna do a top bun, it would never look the same. So yeah, if you guys see this looking a little bit different than the video that you guys will be watching, just know I retwisted it because I wanted it a little bit more tighter. But yeah, this brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, kindly give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, as well as hitting the notification bar right next to it so you can always be notified once I do upload a new video. Also, drop a comment down below, let me know, like I said, if you guys like the final look. If you will be recreating this look, do tag me on my Instagram. I would love to interact with you guys. Don't forget to share with your friends, your girlfriends, so we can grow together. Thank you so much once more for watching. Do stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
Heartaches, we tried too many times. Heartbreaks and heartaches, we tried too many times. No one knew you like I do. Wonder why you want me by your side, like all the time. You want my love all night.